the end of July is when I officially moved to Barcelona, Spain. And to me, remote freedom means taking your job anywhere. And that's exactly what Remote Rebellion helped me create. I'm Casey. I was looking for HR, talent acquisition roles before I joined Remote Rebellion for quite some time, specifically for work from anywhere and remote first companies, because my goal was I wanted to move back abroad, specifically in Spain, which is where I'm currently sitting in now. Before I joined Remote Rebellion, I honestly felt totally stuck in my corporate job. It was great. I loved it, but I knew that now I can say this, like it just wasn't where I wanted to be long term because I just didn't know how to reposition myself or move toward the type of remote freedom I truly wanted. I didn't have a real job search strategy before I joined Remote Rebellion because I was working full time and felt like I just had no time. Before I joined Remote Rebellion, at the time, I truly felt like it was impossible to find a true work from anywhere job, especially with the remote first company, because it's just so competitive nowadays and the market has totally shifted. And what made it even harder was feeling like I had to hide what I truly wanted as well. So I stayed quiet. I was afraid to share my real goals, worried I would risk losing my job, but that's how I was and what I was facing before I joined. My turning point, I just remember sitting at my desk one day when I was visiting in Italy, and I just remember I'm like, oh, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I want to stay here. I want to live here. And like I shared, I don't exactly remember how I found Remote Rebellion, but I'm so glad I did, because when I found it, I knew it was time for me to invest in myself, because the path that I wanted, I knew it was going to be challenging because it is very competitive, but I knew it was time. I needed to do something. So another big turning point for me was when I got laid off from my corporate job. Getting off was actually the best thing that ever happened to me, because it finally set me free to fully invest in something like Remote Rebellion, to go all in on my remote job search. My biggest learning points or breakthroughs, I like to call them, during Remote Rebellion was just, number one was just learning how to brand myself and confidently advocate for myself with what I actually wanted. I feel like joining the program gave me the confidence. It gave me my voice. And I knew if I wanted to attract remote opportunities, the ones I genuinely wanted, I needed to make remote work a part of my identity and who I was. And so the program gave me the courage to finally advocate for remote work, even when I felt rebellious. What also helped me being a part of Remote Rebellion was being surrounded by like-minded people and having that support system. I think for me that made a huge difference. And another breakthrough, I would say, was learning how to effectively optimize my LinkedIn. I thought I had it figured out, but after going through Michelle's program and course, I was able to grow my LinkedIn following from, I think it was 6,000 at the time, to almost nearly 50,000. And I was finally positioning myself for the life that I wanted. And I was becoming the true remote advocate that I've always inspired to be. The problem was, before I joined Remote Rebellion, I was only targeting the same 10 to 15 remote first companies that everyone else wanted. But with Michelle's program, it opened up hundreds of fully vetted remote first companies. And her team also shared weekly jobs as well that I wasn't able to find on my own in an instant. And then most importantly, I gained a very tangible, realistic job search strategy that I still have today. Even though I have a remote first job now, I am not ever going to get rid of it, because it's something that actually worked for me. But I wouldn't have known how to put it all together without the program. Before I joined Remote Rebellion, I was genuinely very afraid to speak up with what I wanted. But then I realized, as soon as I started sharing about my passion for remote work and what it was like, and once I started becoming the expert that I wanted to become, I feel like people really resonated with that, because I think remote work is the future and that's what a lot of people want. And I just wanted to be able to share that. And so I think that's what helped me grow on LinkedIn. I wasn't just kind of throwing corporate BS anymore, and the things I was sharing, I feel for me, it was real and it was genuine and hopefully helpful for a lot of people. So yeah. I joined Michelle's course in the fall in 2024. And so now today it's September 25th. But when I joined Michelle's course in the fall, that's when I got laid off, and that's when I went all in. And so I took it really seriously. I was heads down, doing my job search strategy for a couple of months. And then at the end of January 2025, I ended up getting my first remote first offer. Pretty big difference, because after digital nomading for over 3 years, going back and forth from the US, it is a fun life, but I was really looking to settle somewhere in Europe. And so in the end of July is when I officially moved to Barcelona, Spain. And to me, remote freedom means taking your job anywhere. And that's exactly what Remote Rebellion helped me create. And it definitely, I feel like this is definitely the life that I've been wanting to live for a really long time, but it definitely took a lot of work. And I'm just so grateful with Remote Rebellion. I think if it just didn't give me the courage to step outside my comfort zone, have access to a lifetime of tools and knowledge and support, it takes a village, right? And so even though I always say to people, if you want to join Remote Rebellion, you have to do the work. Things are just not going to magically come to you. Like it's a two-way street. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the time and the energy. But if you do leverage all the resources that are at your fingertips, it really is possible. And so, yeah, I'm sitting here in my dream apartment in Barcelona, and I know it took a village, but I know it had to start with me. And so I'm very happy to be here.